Pausing music. Let's go. Good evening, and here we are again with a match for the Thor Open qualifiers. And we'll see which one of these two teams is going to prevail to the next round. We have got mTw on the Dire side, Qwert12345. It's going to be on the Radiant side. Though on the sheet they are listed as Clan Poland. We are going to call them Qwert because that's what they're having their name tag as right now. And we'll see instant bans and picks. It's going really fast already. We have a Sven, a Batman, wow. I mean, a Bat Rider, and a Chen, as well as a Bounty Hunter being banned out for either teams. And we'll see the Darkseer first pick up for Qwert12345 with the Templar Assassin and Magnus instantly followed up there by mTw. So two heroes that we have been used to seeing in the mid lane. So curious to see who's going to be taking up that role. As we have the Jakiro and the Queen of Pain picked up by Qwert12345. I'm just going to call them Qwert because that 12345 is going to be getting really annoying for me really soon. But we'll see. What does mTw want to pick up next to this one? I mean, they could pick up their offlane or something. Actually, we have seen Magnus offlane before, so that could be a possibility. But if they now pick up their third lane, in theory, then they're giving away so much about what they want to do. But it depends on what they want to do. Like, if they want to go for something with a Magnus and a Leshrac and a Tiny and stuff like that, then they might need to pick up something like that. Otherwise, everything will get banned out. But they're taking into the bonus time to decide which hero they want to pick up here. And that will give me some time to continue my rant about the Thor Open qualifiers, because I know that a lot of people don't know a lot about the qualifiers or about the Thor Open at that. Thor Open is a free-for-all, and the qualifiers are free-for-all. Free-for-all to join tournament if you go through the qualifiers, and everybody that qualifies is getting an invite to Stockholm to offline finals for the Thor Open. Not just for Dota 2, by the way. There's a lot of other games there as well, StarCraft being one of them. So that will be a big event in Stockholm there, so that's why we see these teams fighting for this. And that's also why we see a lot more bigger teams in these Thor qualifiers than the qualifiers that we had earlier on, because there's only 2 more qualifiers left after this one. So the time is ticking and people want to qualify. We have got the last matchup was a Disruptor, so that's of course a good combination with the Magnus Disruptor. Kinetic Field, Static Storm on top of the Reverse Polarity. We saw it being tried in the previous game, did not work out. So let's see if it works out this time. We have got some bans in the meantime. It's going to be a Broodmother, an Undying, Enchantress, and as well as an Enigma and a Lone Druid being banned out by Qwert. And a Tidehunter, the last one for mTw, which will leave the Chen in the pool if Qwert wants to pick that up. They have left that one in as a solid jungle hero for them if they would want it, and they do have the Jakiro, so they can have a dual lane with that, and Queen of Pain solo lane and Darkseer long lane solo. I mean, their lanes are quite predictable, to be fair, for me at least, and maybe that means that Qwert is going to try something new. I mean, we have seen Darkseer mid against a Templar Assassin. We've seen Queen of Pain's long lane solo, so who knows? Who knows? Last pickup for Qwert, or at least first pickup in the next banning phase, second last one, and they're going to use the first couple of seconds of their bonus time for that. They have not used that before, and they will do it now. And they're going to see they pick up the Rubik, so that's going to be another support probably for them, meaning that they're not going to pick up the Chen, and that's going to be their trial lane with a Jakiro, a Rubik, and something else. This is looking scarily like the team that we saw in the previous game. They also had a Jakiro, a Rubik, and a Queen of Pain against a Magnus and a Disruptor. So Nature's Prophet going to be picked up by mTw, and that is going to be their jungle hero, I think. They have been doing that before, the Nature's Prophet inside the jungle, even though we do know that Sinrin likes to run the Nature's Prophet maybe mid, but you know, Magnus and Templar Assassin, also 2 mid heroes already, so maybe they just want to have every possible option to put down everybody mid. I mean, we've seen Disruptor solo mid before. Faceless Void, going to be the carry for Qwert, so that means that they have to extend this game. They have to make it into a late game. If they do, then there's nothing better than a Faceless Void hard carry, but are they gonna make it in? They do have some teamfight also with the Faceless Void, so I like that one. They're of course going to be up against some teamfight with the Magnus there, but if you imagine like the perfect situation for Qwert right now, right? There is a Chronosphere, Macropire through that, Sonic Wave through that, Rubik, Fatebolt going through that. As soon as they're out, or maybe before they're in, you can vacuum them in so everybody's in the Chronosphere, but otherwise, as soon as they're out, vacuum inside a Darkseer wall. How about that? How about that? So that will be the ideal situation for Qwert. We're gonna see if they are able to pull that off, though. I mean, Magnus, Reverse Polarity, Disruptor, Kinetic Field, Static Storm is also a combination you want to get off. But as you might have noticed, I mean, other than that, TA has got some spill damage, Nature's Prophet's got his ultimate, but that's about all the AoE damage that they have, and they probably want some extra there, as we still don't know what they're going to be doing with their last lane, if they're going to be placing the Nature's Prophet there, or if they're going to be having something else there that's going to be the last pickup. They have got 35 seconds left, they have got time to think about it, and even if they already know what they're going to be picking, then perhaps they need the time to think about what the opponent team is going to lane and how they're going to be countering that. And we have the Dragonite picked up by mTw as their last pickup, so that is their lanes complete. I'm curious to see who is going to be going where, who's going to be the solo top by himself without any support, who's going to be going with the support, or who's going to be a long lane. But actually it could just be a TA mid with a Magnus long lane solo and a Dragonite together with the Disruptor on the top lane. We'll find out though, because we are inside the game and we're going to be seeing who's playing what. As we see Dutch Freak playing the Nature's Prophet on the side of mTw, it's going to be Warlock playing the Magnus, 2 legs on the Dragonite, who has a nice helmet for him, by the way. A rare Crimson Wyvern helm, nice. And we're going to see the Disruptor also already making his way into the top lane. It's going to be mTw playing that one. And it will indeed be a Templar Assassin mid. It will be a Magnus going bottom, picked up a shield, nice survivability, and it will be Dutch Freak going inside that jungle. Got a lot of clarities and tangos. So the last one that I called indeed is the way that mTw is going to lane this. And for Qwert, I mean, that's a bit more easy to estimate. We're going to have Sasu and Qwert on the Faceless Void. He's going to be supported by Vex on the Rubik, as well as by Swirl playing the Disruptor on the bottom lane, playing it very safe, trying to give, of course, that Faceless Void as much farm as possible. In the mid lane, it's going to be Queen of Pain, played by GG or QQ. GG or QQ. Okay, I get it, thank you. And on the top lane, we're going to see the last one is going to be Taishran. It must be German or something, I don't know. Taishran, I don't know. It's going to be Darkseer. Long lane solo already picked up some sentry wards, making sure that he can at least counter ward what mTw puts down so far, though, only having this ward down for the dire side. And not even going to be more with the Magnus not having any wards anytime soon anyway, unless the courier is going to bring them to them. But no, it's going to be the ward right there, and I do think this, yeah, instantly counter ward is there. That is going to be the Darkseer at least feeling a bit more secure on the lane, as mTw is, he has his own sentry wards, so he might just trying to counter ward the counter ward and then trying to, oh wait a second, Magnus, telekinesis, is there going to be more? Skewer away, no ice path for Warlock, and Warlock is going to be getting away. And that's the escape mechanism for the Magnus. He cannot do it all that often because his mana pool is not that big, but that's why he got 2 clarities, to be able to keep his mana pool up and make sure that he can escape should it be needed. And the lane will actually push a bit out towards his favor, and that will be much needed with 2 range creeps being there now. It's going to be a Rubik steal from the backside though, trying to force out some mana from the Magnus. The harassment is there otherwise. Well, Warlock, all he has to do now is just wait until the creep wave comes, and it will come at some point. It just will take some time. He'll of course try to get as much experience as possible, and actually the creep wave is not going to come towards him anyway. There's 2 creep camps here stacked on one place, and they will be denying an entire lane of creeps, so that Magnus will have some trouble trying to get his experience, though he does manage to exchange some blows with the Rubik there, but he is the one to back off first. Almost level 2 however, so getting something done there. As we have the mid lane, it's going to be Queen of Pain versus the Templar Assassin, 6 for 0 up on the Queen of Pain, while we have 6 for 4 on the Templar Assassin, still fairly even on the last hits, but we won't be seeing that increase until we have a bit more levels up on both of these, so that Queen of Pain can harass a bit better with the Shadow Strike. which just got dodged by Sinrin. Lightning fast reactions there with his melt, and of course when Sinrin gets a bit more levels, we're gonna see Queen of Pain being a bit more dangerous, backing off probably with the spill damage going there, and maybe some melt hits as well, if you can get it. Magnus in the meantime, very low on life, uses self. Not gonna be going and help out in the bottom middle lane to try and get a gank, because it's the Queen of Pain. It's not an easy hero to gank, and all he has to do is be patient and wait. He is level 2, however, picked up the shockwave, of course, to try and get some last hits perhaps with that. In the meantime, more stacks are being done, more pools are being done, meaning that Faces Void, he does have to hit next to the tower, but he is getting basically free farm. Oh, well, no, never mind, he missed that one. He doesn't have a Quelling Blade, so that's going to be a bit of a loss to him. He's 13 for 3, and if we compare him to the top lane, which is of course the hero that we have to compare him to, because Dragonite also has a bit of free farm, 15 for 5 on the Dragonite. And then now it's fairly even on both of them, so we should keep an eye on that. As of course Dragonite, we didn't really talk about it that much because it was the last hero that got picked up by mTw. But it is a hero that, even though it is considered a carry, and maybe even a hard carry, not as hard of a carry as Faceless Void, however, but he is a hero that as soon as he's level 6, he can already contribute. It's gonna be Warlock skewering away, skewering? He skewers away. Skewers. I don't know. He is out, not gonna die. No first blood just yet. But yeah, it's a Dragonite, and he's gonna be, as soon as he's level 6, he's gonna be able to participate so much into fights. More than Faces Void is able to do. Faces Void, of course, yes, he can throw down Chrono Spheres, but really his damage is not enough to do anything with that. They really need that combination with that. As I said, they need the Macropire, they need everything else that is in there to do as much damage as they can, because from the Faces Void is not going to come until he has got a bit more damage up his sleeve, which for now is not going to be the case. As we have actually Magnus, he has rotated towards the fountain, gonna be healing up again and probably moving back afterwards. His main concern is not dying, trying to pick up as much experience as possible. But yeah, not dying is priority number 1. So far, so good, I would say, as there's no first blood yet on the map. If I would have to guess, where is gonna be the first blood? Well, in theory, both of the mid lane heroes should be safe until Templar Assassin is level 6. Maybe then you can try and chase down the Queen of Pain. Templar Assassin actually a level higher than the Queen of Pain now, well, half a level I would say. This time the Shadow Strike hit though, and the harassment just continues, and Queen of Pain forced to blink out. But until the Templar Assassin is level 6, I don't expect Queen of Pain to die just yet, vice versa as well. But if there's gonna be someone else helping out, then that should be a kill for the person that's gonna be helped. Maybe Nature's Prophet trying to get a kill somewhere, TPing in to help, try to set up a gank against a Darkseer perhaps. That could be a nice first blood target, as soon as a Dragonite is level 6, he might also be going there. Of course, he then has his long-range Dragon Tail, and they might try to pick up the Dragonite. But for now, there's gonna be a Skewer, and he takes home Rubik with him. Telekinesis, Ice Path, now Skewer's on cooldown. Warlock actually, Dual Breath goes down. He was the only one that has been in trouble for now since the game started, and now, is he backing off? Yes, he is. And there is a Shockwave, doesn't hit, barely hits actually. The Dutch Freak is gonna be able to get a kill here. One more hit, gets it as well. First blood goes to mTw, and now Dutch Freak, Telekinesis, stun back in, right clicks the hit. There's no Chronosphere, but he doesn't need it, and the second blood, goes to the Rubik, who gets the last hit in there. And that's gonna be 2 deaths, 1 for 1, as actually Magnus staying alive there, impressively enough. He was the only one that was in any real danger before the levels would start hitting up on the heroes that I mentioned. But he is still level 2, of course. He did not get that much experience on the kill. Actually, he was out of range. The kill happened here, and Magnus was standing around here, so that is not really ideal at all. 1900 gold up on the Faces Void, who now has an assist up his sleeve. Of course, a bit sad that Rubik actually picked up the kill, because I do think that otherwise Faces Void would have picked it up. But yeah, I now see the chat going, skewering? I don't know, skewering. I think that was the right one. When I skewer, you skewer, we are skewering. I don't know, never mind. The Darkseer, level 4, level 6 up on the Dragonite though. This is very dangerous for the Darkseer. There's not going to be an escape for him anymore. Should he get hit by the Dragon Tail, there's going to be a glimpse. There's going to be a kinetic field. But does Tulex want to do that, or does he just want to continue farming? Because, well, yeah, I think he just wants to continue farming for now. for now. As Darkseer now hits level 5. In the meantime, mid lane is going to be also level 6. It's hitting on that. Level 7 even on the Queen of Pain. Level 7 on the Temporary Assassin, who does have a space boost as well. So we might see Synderen being a bit more aggressive. He has 2 bottle charges. Will be able to get his mana up again for another refraction. Not enough to dive a tower with though just yet, so he will probably be holding back on that one. But this is the type of time, or this is kind of the time that we see people leaving their lane more and trying to go for those kills, to go for those ganks. But where are you gonna gank? Yes, Warlock can be ganked for sure. He's still level 2. He's not having a fun game at all so far. And if you compare him to his counterpart, the Darkseer, who's already level 5, that's definitely not where he wants to be. Rubik's still level 4, those ooh, to the low ground, and he gets a telekinesis up on the high ground though. Warlock inside the ice path, and here comes Azu, and that will be Warlock going down. Nature's Prophet TPing in though, losing his ultimate as well, but they will not be able to follow that up, and it is Warlock that actually goes down with a massive initiation from him. But the telekinesis, something he didn't count on or wasn't anticipating. He, well, got put it on the high ground. That was the danger zone, and this time actually it was the other support picking up the kill. Was it? Was it actually Rubik again? It was Rubik again. Rubik now 2 kills. With another assist for the Faceless Void only. Haste being picked up by the Rubik now, who's going to be going towards the mid lane. He's got mana again as well. He's got his clarity. And let's see if he wants to try to go for sits. Is he actually flying on his broom? No, he's just having his broom next to him. Yeah. Okay. Maybe they can pick up the Templar Assassin here. With the Sonic Wave actually not picked up yet by Queen of Pain. At level 8 he'll do so. We see a lot of Queen of Pains going for this build though. Scream of Pain maxing out first, Shadow Strike level 2, and then only then Sonic Wave. And it's gonna be Chronosphere up on the Magnus, still level 2. There's gonna be Rubik that ran right in there. Apparently a Skewer away from the Magnus again, and that should have been a kill if the Rubik was not in the Chronosphere. That was misplay from Qwert, for sure. Still level 2 though, surprisingly enough. Is he able to get some experience maybe now as the creep wave is pushing in slightly towards his tower, but it's very dangerous to be up here. But not knowing that there's no Chronosphere anymore is kind of a comfort. Fate Bolt going through, still doing a lot of damage. Warlock lands a Shockwave, but yeah, not going to be doing anything anymore. Has to go back to base and skewers himself away again. Skewer, yes, that's the word. Hand of Midas up on the Nature's Prophet, who's just going to continue farming, trying to help with ganks as he has been doing, and of course making sure that he's going to be turning into a bit of a semi-carry initiator, because he could also be the one that picks up the sheep stick. Because, you know, if it's one thing that you're afraid of if you're on mTw's side right now, is that you're not that afraid of a long game. You have got a team fight, but if this Faceless Void is starting to run out of control, you're gonna be a bit afraid of that one, because Faceless Void is considered the hardest carry in the game if he has all items up, and he's getting nice farm as well. He is the highest up on net worth, I would expect. Yes, he is 200 gold higher than oh, well that changed. Oh, he bought something, that's why. 200 gold higher than the Dragonite, and he's gonna be getting his Perseverance soon as well. But he is getting quite dangerous, and you want to be able to sheep him, so that's why you want to have your Nature's Prophet picking up the sheep stick. As we have Warlock level 3, rejoice! And he's going back towards his lane to try and get some farm here. Trap gonna be flamed instantly up on the Queen of Pain, who's gonna get harassed by Synderen. Synderen, who's got an empty bottle, but still being pretty ballsy here. And the Queen of Pain backing, make sure that Synderen actually backs out. In the meantime, it's going to be Darkseer that's being very careful here. We have Dragon Form up on the Dragon Knight, using it as well. Push is going to continue coming. Fortification gets forced out. And yeah, Darkseer, what is he going to do? Try and kill off the creeps here. But the Dragon Tail is just looming there. He cannot get too close. Not even if the Queen of Pain comes there, though the Queen of Pain does have the Sonic Wave, but the tower is already dead. Are they hoping that mTw would overextend? Dragonite's still hanging around here, though. In the meantime, Magnus goes down to the Jakiro. We're gonna stick here, though. It's gonna be 2 legs. Shouts there. Dragon Tail up on the Queen of Pain. Vacuum in doesn't do that much. There will be a Sonic Wave. Does hit him, and he goes down. Nature's Prophet Ultimate not helping out enough anymore. Darkseer on the way out. And that is 1 for 1 on, well, actually, no, that's not true. That is 2 for 0. In favor of Qwert, who picked up the Magnus on the bottom lane and the Dragon Knight on the top lane, and that will put the Dragon Knight back. Put him back in regards to the Faceless Void, who's still happily farming here, now having 3 assists on his name. Oh, how he would have hoped that he got some last hits on those kills. But he didn't, Was it actually a Chronosphere used? Looks like it was, so that was the difference there, and this time the Kiro, like I said, picked up the kill. Who's now dead once. Picked up 1 kill, picked up 1 assist. Yeah, I've got the Magnus hanging around here, level 3 with the level 6 Disruptor, so the support Disruptor higher level than the Magnus. And we'll see if Queen of Pain is going to be very scared from this. There will of course be a glimpse back if they do find him. There will be a skewer perhaps. So Synderen trying to learn the Queen of Pain away with his low HP. He does not have a full bottle. It's in the courier, so that will be there again soon. He's got 1900 gold. Telekinesis up the high ground up on the Disruptor. Glimpse back up on the Rubik inside. All the heroes from the Radiance, and now Magnus are still level 3, actually TP out from the Disruptor, and it will be the Rubik that goes down. TA picking up the kill, and now Queen of Pain landing a Shadow Strike. Is it going to be enough? The blink goes off on Warlock, who actually helps chasing here. Skewer away will hit the Queen of Pain as well. Here comes the next problem. Blink away from the Queen of Pain. Getting trapped though, or at least has a trap. Slow is there. Blink is in 6-second cooldown. 1 melt damage will do the job, and she does get the kill. And here comes the support, a bit too late, but they still want to try it. Blink dagger up on the TA now, by the way. Magnus still getting locked inside the ice pad. Drew breath hits as well. Faces Void, he just wants that kill. Chronosphere up again. Warlock is the target. We'll get it as well. Kinetic Feud will still lock in the Faces Void. Dust Freak not going to be the target now, as we have Rubik trying to get away from this one. He's not able to do so though, because there is Synderen again. Triple kill now. And that's gonna be his blink dagger in his inventory as well. There's no way out for this Faces Void, or is there? Where's the blink? Not gonna even try. Too risky. By himself. Might have been support TPing in as well. You never know. So that's gonna be let's see, back towards the mid lane as he's now 4 for 0. That turnaround really quick. He got a triple kill, and actually in fact it was an ultra kill for sure. Just split over a longer period of time. Is now 4 for 0. With 5 kills up on mTw side, this is the Templar assassin that you should be afraid of. And now Kinetic Field, Static Storm, Queen of Pain goes down. Disruptor picks up the last hit. No way out for her. Cannot blink when she is silenced. Fate Bolt going through. Rubik Telekinesis up on the Templar Assassin. Looks like all the levels are up now on the heroes of on all sides. With the levels up on the Templar Assassin, on the Queen of Pain, Nature's Prophet, Dragon Knight, everything. And they managed to get out the action. So that's why I've been talking a bit more than normal, it feels like. Oh well, Faces Void. He picked up his Claymore, so we'll be having his... Well, he'll be having it soon. The Battle Fury, that is. Fairly soon, that is. In the meantime, Magnus, I'm keeping an eye on his level because I'm finding it quite funny that 14 minutes into the game and he's still level 4. And the reason why people pick up Magnus, the reason he is one of the top picks again right now, I say again, but just one of the top picks right now, is because of his reverse polarity and the team fight potential that he can bring. But so far, he is like a Tide without Ravage. He is just, well, actually his score should of course not be underestimated. It's been very useful. And he has, well, it does a nice amount of damage also. Well, nice amount of disable, I should say. Damage is not that great. But it is quite sad. And did he actually spec one level in stats? It looked like he did. Yes, he did. If that is intentional or not, I am not sure. There's only one way to find out and ask it maybe in the lobby of the next game if they make it to the last game. As Jakiro goes down, Templar Assassin coming into play. Darkseer picking up Dragon Knight on the top lane in the meantime. So 2 heroes are going down, 1 for 1, even though the trade is of course a bit in favor of Qwert with picking up their carry again. The Dragon Knight who also has a Hand of Midas. Hand of Midas is all over the place in this game. But yeah, Darkseer being able to pick up that kill, very important for him. He hasn't died yet, and for a solo lane Darkseer, long lane Darkseer, he is doing an amazing job. He is keeping up the gold together with the Queen of Pain, who was actually solo mid, so definitely doing a good job. But if you look at the gold net worth in total, you do see that it is mTw in favor, still about 5k gold in favor, as we have got Faces Void time-lapsing himself away from them. A blink after that by Synderen, Telekinesis up on Synderen as well. Doesn't stun off Warlock with that one though. Fatebolt going through, Chronosphere hits him too as well. Warlock, I mean, no chance for him, and the Iron Show actually gets the last hit. Glimpse back on the Faces Void, who just time-lapses in again. Mechanism not helping out enough, and that's going to be Faces Void picking up the kill, and that was actually the score stolen by the Rubik, who is Telekinesis Synderen again. Fatebolt going through again. Ice Pad, buyback from the Disruptor. Is he able to do something here? I don't think so. It's going to be Synderen that goes down. His mega kill being dropped, and this time Faces Void is getting kills. He's got a double kill here. He's got 3 kills in total. He's been in 7 out of the 9 kills so far. And it's starting to look more and more dangerous, but here comes the Dragon Knight as well as the Disruptor. Dragon Knight level 11, doesn't have a Dragon form though. Takes a dual breath in the face, glimpse back on the Jakiro inside the kinetic field. Will probably drop here as well. Jakiro, indeed the target. He has died 4 times now, and that is half of the kills that mTw has. But if you look at the difference, I mean, if you kill off the support 4 times, it doesn't mean as much as if you kill off the carries 2 times or even once. It's the kills are not that different, but the targets that the kills have been done on, very big difference. Mostly the support, the Rubik, the Jakiro on the side of Qwert dying, but on the side of mTw it is the Dragon Knight dying twice, it is the Templar Assassin dying twice, everybody at least have died once, and the Faceless Void and the Darkseer, both of those have not died yet at all. And Templar Assassin picked up an Orc Club knowing that she should be going for a BKB because those disables are gonna be the death of her at some point, and she wants to have a refraction on for the entire time as well. Making sure that she can do that, she needs a BKB for that one. They're going for the Roshan, can do that with the Templar Assassin, minus armor up on the Roshan. It's gonna be nice, finally a bit of an upside for mTw. I say finally because it feels like the game is more in favor of Qwert right now purely because of that free farming Faceless Void. But the growth graph in fact is still in favor of mTw. Definitely also with the tier 1 tower on the bottom lane dropping, that is 2 towers down on the side of Qwert, with no towers down just yet on the side of mTw themselves, and that's gonna be a glimpse back even. It still died there, but Templar Assassin already picked him up with the melt damage before he got glimpsed there. Trap going down the Queen of Pain, blinking away instantly, knowing what's coming for her, and she doesn't want to be there when it happens. Cinderin not giving her peace though, still wants to chase it, might actually be able to do this from the high ground. There's a trap again, and it will wait until the Queen of Pain blinks away, and a blink away after that melt damage. You cannot TP, well you can TP away from it, you cannot stop the TP, that's what I wanted to say. Templar Assassin cannot stop DP, so that's what she didn't do, and that's why Queen of Pain just decided to TP out as a tier 1 tower. The last one standing on Qwert will be picked off. Will be picked off, or will it not be, actually? Queen of Pain coming back into defenders as well as Jakiro, half health. As mTw just using it as bait by the looks of it. They have not, well actually they do. There it is, reverse polarity, level 7 up on Warlock. Nice job for him to finally keep up on the levels, as he's now actually a level higher than the Jakiro. Who knew that that would happen, right? He has been in 5 out of the 9 kills, actually not doing that bad, apart from dying 4 times of course, and being very low on levels at the start, but definitely picked up again. Nice job for him, and we see the levels. There's 5 heroes level 12s, it's 3 of mTw and only 2 of Qwert, and they find Cinderin. Melt damage does being popped, telekinesis as well. We'll be able to get off another melt. There is an ice path. Here comes a Dragon Knight, Dragon Tail up on the Darkseer, kinetic field, static storm, chronosphere. Hits it too. It's gonna be mTw that's gonna be going down here. One more hit and he will get it, but now it is Sasu that has to back out. Has not got a time lapse for another 3 seconds, and will go down before that time. That is 4 heroes down for 1. And is it gonna be 5? Queen of Pain getting slowed, blink in 2 seconds. Shockwave still hits, melt damage not gonna hit just yet. Where's the blink? 7 seconds for Cinderin to be having his blink, and he cannot do it. Tower still there, and they just pick up the tier 1 tower in return. So 4 for 1 trade, and Disruptor the only one to die in the Chronosphere, and Qwert going down with 4 heroes strong. The first time that the Faceless Void died, the first time that the Darkseer died, and it looks like mTw, they have their levels complete, and they didn't even use the reverse polarity for that one. And we will see them continue going for the tower, as I just put up the net worth again, and we do see the Dragon Knight picking up on his farm. He's got 500 more than the Faceless Void right now with that death and the kills that he got there. Turns back into the normal Dragon, and there's defense coming off from Qwert, so they don't want to be seeing their tier 2 tower go down. And mTw not confident enough yet to continue pushing, as we have Tulux just walking away from this Darkseer. Maybe trying to bait him in, vacuum in. There's gonna be more though. There should be more. There were more. Here comes the Magnus. No, not gonna be more. 4 heroes here of Qwert. Are they able to find someone? Sentry Ward is there. And oh, Tulux again. This is not where he wants to be. Lands a ton up on the Darkseer, but there's an ice path. Here comes a Skewer. Reverse polarity only hits on 1. There's gonna be Cinderin helping out. It's actually Darkseer that drops. It's the first one to go down. Queen of Pain to blink out from that one, as we have Dragon Knight being locked inside. Together with the Faceless Void, oh, nice! No, that's still gonna be a kill. As Queen of Pain that picks up the Magnus kill in the meantime, and Darkstreak not able to TP out because telekinesis is there, getting stunned up the Templar Assassin as he goes. Templar Assassin looking for the last hit on the Rubik. Rubik stealing something, not gonna be able to use it anymore because he goes down, and now Cinderin goes down as well, but he has the Aegis. He'll be up in a moment. I don't think he's gonna survive though. Chronosphere is here, right clicks is here, and there's a range damage, and Cinderin no hope of escape, and that, or is it? Nah. Sentry Ward still doing the works, of course. And that's going to be Faceless Void picking up the kill for that one. He now has his Min through hammer, so the BKB is on the way. 13 to 15. As the first blood, first blood wasn't there yet until minute 7 or something, I believe. And now all of a sudden, kills happening everywhere, fights happening everywhere. And that fight, of course, all started by slightly overextension from Tulux, who just started to walk in here, thinking there was only a Darkseer on his tail, but then finding out there were 4 heroes of the opponent team, forcing his own team to come and support him. And didn't work out as planned at all. Even though the good part about it is that, I mean, the fight before that mTw won, they took a tier 1 tower in return for that, right? They got a reward for that fight. On the side of Qwert, they are not taking anything in return but the kills. They're not taking any towers just yet, so the gold graph still in favor of mTw by a lot, actually. Experience graph, though, dropping back slightly again, 7,500, still in favor of mTw. Because they have taken more of the last kills than Qwert. And kills that happen later give more experience, that's the way it goes. But yeah, it is still in favor of mTw by a lot, so that fight didn't set mTw back that much. We're gonna see where is he going. It's gonna be very careful here, because I do feel like mTw has a bit more pressure than Qwert has in regards to how long they want to have the game last. Of course, like I said, faces Void hard carry. It's gonna out carry the Chaos Knight. So they have to be really careful with that. And with his BKB, I mean, yes, the reverse polarity goes through BKB, so that will be a nice one for mTw to still have. He still gets stunned up with that, but he will not. Well, it will make sure that he is not going to be getting shockwaved, not going to be getting dragon tailed, glimpsed, kinetic field, static storms. That all doesn't matter to him. So if he can stay alive through the reverse polarity, that's gonna be enough for him, and then he's gonna be able to turn around and kill you instead. Blink Dagger up on the Magnus, talking about reverse polarity, that will be a bit more aggressive coming off from him right now. So he's made sure that he picked up his farm very fast after having a rough start on him. We do see him highest up on all the supports right now. If you can count him as a support, you can actually still compare him to the Darkseer, but Darkseer of course had a good start. There's 1k gold difference still between them. Darkseer picked up a mechanism. We of course already saw the mechanism up on the Nature's Prophet. And something I didn't mention just yet, but also of course a reason why mTw is in favor of golden experience is because of one, Hand of Midas. They got 2 of them. And of course, mTw has a hero in the jungle, and there is nothing that Qwert has to compensate with that. They don't have their own jungle hero, don't have their own experience and gold that they're getting, that mTw is getting in the jungle, and they are not. So that's a big difference there as well. And therefore it is Nature's Prophet that picks up the mechanism for his team, and he also picked up the ultimate orb, so wants to get his sheep stick done, because he wants to be able to counter that Faceless Void. That's going to be issue number 1. Now with the BKB also complete, he is gonna be teaming up again. There's 5 heroes in the mid lane as the smoke comes up from Qwert. The only one that's not smoked is the Faceless Void, who's just having a haste rune and just gonna pretend to farm here, as he might be baiting out some actions from mTw. Queen of Pain shows herself, though. Nature's Prophet ultimate flying through. TP incoming from the Dragon Knight. Are they gonna go on this? There's 5 heroes here from mTw. That would turn into a big team fight. Here they go. Dragon Tail from the Queen of Pain. And that one got stolen as well. That will be dangerous. Ice Path doesn't hit. And now that mTw knows that they have to back off. Tier 1 tower goes down. First tower to go down. And it was actually Faceless Void that popped his BKB. And picked up also the last hit on the tower. But popping his BKB, that's something that mTw saw happening. So they might try to go a bit more aggressive now, knowing that that's on cooldown. Templar Assassin still has her BKB. And they still have the Blink Dagger on the Magnus that has not been showed yet, and they want to get it. They want to get a team fight. Are they able to force it out, though? The danger here is to not overextend, to not do anything that... I mean, you want that team fight. You know that you can take it, but the question is, can you get it on the right position without overextending? And that's something that is a dangerous line to walk, a dangerous balance to have, as we have 2 legs, of course, Dragon form almost running out already, so they will probably just back off without... anything gotten in return for that. Well, they got a cooldown of the BKB, not that bad, I would say, but nothing else from that. They did lose a bit of time with sitting here on the mid lane, but at the same time Qwert is still sitting in the mid lane, not getting anything done, while in the meantime his 2 legs already back inside the jungle together with Dutch Freak, making sure the Hand of Midases are working full time, overtime even. 3 heroes on the bottom lane once again, as Queen of Pain decides to farm something against the Templar Assassin. Templar Assassin, like I said, BKB is already on there. She's got 1500 gold to add to that. Let's see some more of the items, because we haven't really seen that many items yet, or at least not the ones that are on the heroes that I did not talk about that much. Of course, Disruptor is a support, so he won't have that much items. He's got his Arcane Boost, he's got his Bracer, he's a happy Disruptor. We already saw the Nature's Prophet. Sheepstick on the way, almost ready even, as he pops another ultimate, just going for more farm. And the last one for mTw is of course 2 legs, who has his BKB as well, has got his Drums of Endurance, so that's 2 BKBs up on the side of mTw, and that's gonna mean that, I mean, Queen of Pain, everything apart from the Chronosphere is gonna do so much less. Like I said, that Qwert needs to get that entire combination going with the Chronosphere, with the Macropire, with everything else going on in between there. But if you have a BKB hero there, it's only the Chronosphere that's going to be annoying for them, and the rest of that magical damage does not do anything to them. So that's going to be a pain in the butt for Qwert. But they will probably try to get a Chronosphere up before the BKBs are on, or before the or after the BKBs are done. In a way, it's going to be their goal. As we take a look at the Radiant side, BKB up on the Queen of Pain as well. Geez, BKB up on everybody right now. Look at that. 2 BKBs on either team, 4 BKBs in the game so far. 1600 gold already up on the Queen of Pain as well. After that one, ooh, Chronosphere, I hear it, and Mats remains the target, and he is gonna be a dead Disruptor. Feeling spree right now on the Face of Void, who's level 17 by the way. If you look at levels, he is the highest level in the game. Templar Assassin and Dragon Knight though, 2 heroes closely following behind. So if you again look at the hero lineup, I mean, we already said Face of the Void hardest carry in the game, but mTw, they actually have 4 semi-carries. Magnus, Dragon Knight, Nature's Prophet, don't underestimate him, and the Templar Assassin. While on Qwert they actually have 2 supports, the Jakiro and the Rubik, that cannot be that great of a semi-carries. Darkseer also not that great of a semi-carrier, though he does of course is the one to make the big plays and stuff like that, but it is not the same as having someone like a Magnus on the other side that can just throw out some damage as well. They only have the Queen of Pain and the Faceless Void to build upon, as we see another Roshan being taken down again by mTw, and I don't think that there's anything that Qwert can do about that. Yes, they have a Sonic Wave, but they don't have a Chronosphere anymore, and they don't even know that it's going on. Now they find the Disruptor, right clicks to go, and here comes the... Oh, he's gonna try though. Now they know. They definitely know. I mean, let's see if they can do something about that. Kinetic Field, Static Storm, and that's a reverse polarity. He hits on 2, and that's gonna be 1 dead. Rubik going down, blink away from the Queen of Pain that already was BKB'd, as we have the Roshan going down. TA picking up the Aegis, and there is the BKB up on the Faceless Void. He's trying to fight, but he's fighting against 2 BKB's target, and he is the one to go down, and it's Queen of Pain that's the only one left alive on the side of Qwert. And Queen of Pain actually going towards the other side of the map. Gonna be able to back out from that one, but that is mTw taking a team fight very convincingly, using all their BKBs. No Chronosphere up on Qwert. Big mistake to try and fight that one without that one, with knowing that everything was up for mTw. And they lose that fight, and they will lose the tier 2 tower as well. It's a good thing that's only 30 minutes into the game, making sure that there's not that long death timers just yet, apart from on the Faceless Void, who's got 35 seconds. Might be able to do a bit more with that, maybe force out a buyback from him if they can. He has the goal to do that, but they're not even going to try, and they're just going to be backing off, as Rubik is already here to stop the pushing from happening. Fatebot going through, he's got 1200 gold in his inventory. Maelstrom up on the Dragon Knight, that's the item that I love to see. He is going to be hitting very fast, and that's just going to be, I don't know, I'm a fan of Maelstroms, as you probably know if you watch my stream more often. At least my cast, because I don't really pick up Maelstroms on heroes that I play, because I play supports. Well, anyway, I like Maelstroms there at Dragon Knight, so that will be a nice one to see on him, as he'll probably be a big factor in the next team fight to come as well. As he of course was it in the previous fight as well, that the Faceless Void, I mean, he had a battle, 2 versus 1, 3 BKB heroes in total fighting each other, and of course the sheer outnumber made sure that Faceless Void wasn't able to do anything here. Otherwise he might have been able to do something, but it's just not possible with being outnumbered by 2 of those heroes, as we have on the top lane. It's going to be Queen of Pain being turned into a piglet. Of course, Silent Device complete on Nature's Prophet, and that's going to be Queen of Pain going down. Dragon Tail being used as well, making sure that Queen of Pain could not blink away. Dragon Knight picking up the kill there. He died 3 times, but he's got 3 kills. He's been in 10 out of the 20 kills so far. His net worth is looking pretty healthy, as well as that of the Nature's Prophet, of course, and the only one that can come close to that is the Faceless Void up on the Radiant side. He is now the sole driving power of under Qwert, and is it going to be enough? They need that Queen of Pain to also be that semi-carry, because as I said, mTw, they have got so many semi-carries up their sleeve. And well, we have got a butterfly being built up by the Faceless Void, as well as he is farming. The tier 1 tower, tier 2 tower top is going to get picked off. Tier 2 tower middle is already a bit low there, as we might see Magnus trying to make a difference there. We have the rotation up from Dutch Freak as well. So we are gonna see them trying to take that one down. Just make sure that all the towers on the map are down on the side of Qwert, and just shutting them down off map control. As we see, we also have counter wards going off. The only ward that's there is this one's newly placed. As soon as someone walks past that from mTw, that ward is gone because the counter ward is already there. So it's just mTw that wants to make sure that they have the map awareness. Chronosphere being put up, but just as an escape mechanism, Faceless Void TPing out instantly, knowing that he could not live against the TA, as well as the Nature's Prophet with the Sheepstick. And that is that. And that is Faceless Void being put in his place, to be fair. 1600 gold in his inventory, not that ideal. And that's gonna be the ward, like I said, being picked off. Bam! No more map control for you, Qwert. And that's gonna be stopping, well, they still have wards, but it's gonna be a bit hesitant to place wards with that amount of counter wards going on. Crystal is being built up by the Templar Assassin, so she has that. We see new items coming up on mTw. Well, Qwert is not really having that many new items because, of course, they are losing their team fights. Last tier 2 tower will drop 1500 gold in favor of mTw. 15k, sorry, and 15k experience, the same thing on that graph. As well, the siege has begun. mTw, they want to take the tier 3 tower or bait Qwert out for a team fight, perhaps, if they can do it. They have got some vision there, placed the ward. Of course, there's a ward here again for the Radiant team, also trying to get some vision back. And mTw still hanging around here, but it's going to be the Dragon Knight that says, you know what, I just want to farm. I've got my Empower. I just want to take down creeps. And there's already blinks up on the Ancients, and it's going to be mTw that's taking the safe route, even though they are ahead. We are used to this from them, and they want to be safe. They don't want to be dying anytime soon, and they would just want to make sure that if they take a fight, they're going to take it convincingly. Like this one, for example. Reverse Polarity is going to be there. Here comes the T as well. Vacuuming, though. Mechanism being used as well. And there's the Score. It's on 2. Inside the Sprout. It's going to be Faceless Void that drops first. Dark's here. Not going to be able to get away from that one. Double kill for Sinner, who did pop us BKB for that one. And that's going to be Queen of Pain not being turned into a Piglet because there was a cooldown on that one. Blink in from the TA as well. Trap still lands, but they are outnumbering them right now. mTw, they feel like they should be secure for taking down more. Centaur being placed up on the high ground, but there's no ward there. Are they not going to be going for something here? Maybe going for the mid lane instead? Could be the case. As the creep wave took a bit longer for the bottom lane to be there, while the creep wave in the mid was already there. At least one was, and you can just make a real creep wave with also the Trahans being there, Dragon form being popped, buyback from the Darks here. Will they be able to take the tower before anything else? The fortification is still there if they want to use it. We have Sinner taking a lot of damage, but he has the Aegis, so he shouldn't worry. Telekinesis up on the high, well, up to the Dragon Knight who gets stunned. There goes the Aegis. Queen of Pain screaming, helping out. The BKB already used. Now the BKB of Sinner should be up again, but the first thing he does is blink away. Just some free damage being done in the tower with help of the Aegis. Do they want to go again is the question. Still the Faceless Void, 10 seconds before is back alive. 10 seconds is not that much, and they indeed back off. We have Dutch Freak already saying, you know what, I'm TPing out of here. He has 5,900 gold in his inventory. That's a lot of gold. Let's see the gold on the other people. We have, of course, got the Demon's Edge being picked up, so that's going to be a Daedalus up very shortly. 1,900 gold in him. We've got the BKB being built up by the Magnus as well, as we have 1,200 gold in the Disruptor, and well, we already saw this one, but he has his Mjolnir completed, as we already saw, and 1,700 gold in his inventory as well. Well, let's see if we have some new items up on Qwert. I don't think so though, because they have got some problems with getting their farm together. Of course, Faceless Void still leaning toward his Butterfly, which is basically the one that farms most, so we should be looking at him for items. And maybe Queen of Pain, who did pick up her Ultimate Orb, wants to go for a Sheepstick to maybe deal with at least one of mTw. But so far, still a long way away from that one. They need to win a fight. They need to have that perfect combination. And to do that, they now have to wait until the BKBs are on cooldown, or until they can get them without having the BKBs on. As in, just get them before they pop the BKBs. And that's going to be very difficult to do. Faceless Void is one of those heroes that is just announcing when he goes in, and he actually gets turned into a Piglet here. Right clicks to go, TP's in as well. They want to take him down. Vacuum back in. BKB hit on Cinnamon. And that's the Chronosphere helping out. They need to get out of this one, and they do. Surge away, TP away, and that's going to be safety. Blink in still, but that's not going to be doing anything anymore. Or is it? Nah, it's not. And that's what they should have done. As in, that's what Qwert indeed did properly, because they would have no way of surviving should they have stayed and fought. With the Monkey Tingbar up on the Nature's Prophet, he's going to be able to be a big influence on pushing as well. I mean, MKB is the ultimate siege item, to say that if you're a ranged hero. You will make sure that you don't have the misses from the low grounds anymore, making sure that you can just stand there, right click the tower, and just make sure that it slowly but steadily will go down without putting yourself in too much danger there. BKB built up by the Darkseer as well. He has got enough gold for the Minter Hammer, but probably wants to wait until he has got everything everything in his all the gold for the entire thing, and otherwise have a buyback just in case. And well, let's see if we can find some more items. Refraction Me stoling up at the Rubik, definitely not a bad thing to have, but he is gonna lose it fairly soon as well, as we have got mTw again in the mid lane. Not everybody though. We have Dutch Freak still in the jungle trying to farm there, 2600 gold in his inventory, and the bottom lane is going to be Dragon Knight still farming there as well, 3400 gold in his inventory, so they're doing all very good. And well, it's a question about for mTw, when do they feel comfortable enough that they will take a 5-on-5 team fight with fighting up the high ground inside the base of Qwert, with the towers being there. That's the question there. And or there's a second option. And the second option is, sorry, slight distraction there. Second option is if Qwert is going to be playing careless, is going to be slightly out of position perhaps someday, and mTw can pick up a hero or two and then go inside the base of their opponents. That's of course a good option as well. And they have tried that. Queen of Pain actually blinking in there and pops the BKB, or forced out the BKB from the Templar Assassin, who gets forced to blink away from that one again. In the meantime, we have Dragon 2 up. It's going to be Darkseer first one. That's a reverse polarity. Hits on the Faceless Void. Shockwave going through. Chronosphere though hits on 3. It's still gonna be Queen of Pain that goes down as well. And now Faceless Void, he should have gone back. Now he goes back only. Nice Ice Bat still hits. It's gonna be the Rubik that will go down still though. It's gonna be 4 heroes down. Buyback from the Rubik. And this is the last one alive on the side of Qwert, apart from the buyback hero, of course, and he is not even in the base. He wants to farm. He wants to farm for buyback because he needs that. He has a butterfly in his inventory, but he will just give up this rack. They can't fight it. They can't do anything about it. He doesn't have a Chronosphere. It is always better to lose your racks than to lose your base. Lose one set of racks. We still have Rubik getting picked up, and he's the one that bought back actually, so that's a bit careless from him. And that's going to be maybe still more than just one rack. So we have Faceless Void trying to enter his base again, but gets turned into a piglet, and he goes down. And this time, he does not have buyback, and the GG well played get called out. And mTw take this game, and they will move on to the next round of the Thor Open qualifiers. For the third last Thor Open qualifiers for the Thor Open in Stockholm later this year. And we'll see if they're going to be able to make it there, as we have got one barracks picked off, second barracks picked off, and the GG of course already called. My name is Sheever, I'm a Ghost of Gamers caster. We'll be watching another game of mTw after this one, as it will be against either 3D Max, formerly known as Gamer University, or Papa's RDL, one of the two. If you check the brackets you might have already know that, but I can't refresh it in the middle of the game, so I will check that afterwards. And if you want to support me, please subscribe to my YouTube, youtube.com/SheeverGaming. Very much appreciated, as I need 5k subscriptions. Thank you. And well, we're just waiting to either for them to pick up all the towers and stuff, or for more people to disconnect, as we wait for Rubik to disconnect and Jakiro to disconnect from the team of Qwert. Now the Jakiro goes, and just Rubik left inside this game before we can end the game, as we don't have the tier 4 towers being harassed because there's not creeps. Roshan still being taken down because Dutch Freak wants to have that. He's got a Master Cell now as well, and now he can help taking down the towers, I guess. Streamhammer can take him up. And they're gonna do it the old-fashioned way, just taking down the throne without having everybody disconnecting on the opponent team. So, another game coming up between mTw and someone else, which we will find out shortly. So stay tuned for more Dota 2 action in a moment. What's he doing? Magnus is running. He's running on the spot. Anyway, I'll let you see the end screen for a second, and then we are. Oh, Rapier still on the Dragon Knight, as he picked up before the game ended. Nice. Anyway, we will be seeing the next game coming up in a moment. Don't go anywhere, and be back.